Hi children, how are you all? I welcome you all for my English first language 8th standard second session. Yes children, you enjoyed first session. Now second session. Before going into our second session, let's recall to our mind what we learned in the previous class. Okay, let's start with what? Quiz time. Okay, are you all ready? Yes, here is the first question. So, we come with a question now. See there, we are dissatisfied with our present ruler. Children, here is the question. Who said this? Your time starts now. So, here is the answer. What is the answer, children? The ministers of Kashmir. Yes, you are exactly right. We are coming into second question. Question is, my son, you are favored by the gods. So, question is, who said this? Now, your time starts. The answer is king. Okay, you are right. Now, we are moving on to third question now. See the third question. What is that statement is? But how will I cross the great seas with my army? So, this is the statement. Who said this? Your time starts now. Who said this? Meghavahana. Exactly children. You all have done a great job. You are awesome. Great. We are moving on to next sum up. What we are recalling here is the questions. See there. What was the name of the event which enabled princess to choose a husband? What was the name of the event? Can you recall? So, here is the answer. The answer is the Swayamvara was the event arranged to choose our own husband. Yes, exactly. We are moving on to next question. What was the name of the princess? So, now you have to answer. See, what is the answer? Amrita Prabha. The princess name was Amrita Prabha. Yes, children, we are moving on to next question. See there the question. Who was Meghavahana? Who was Meghavahana? See, here is the answer. The great grandson of the former king of Kashmir. Yes, he is the Meghavahana. We are moving on to next question. What was in progress when Meghavahana reached Chandika temple? So, here we go with the answers. When Meghavahana reached Chandika temple, some sort of human sacrifice was in progress. Yes, we are moving on to next question. What is that? What happened when the couple came forward to take the blessings from the king? Can you recall? Yes, here is the answer. When the couple came forward to take the blessings, the parasol of Varuna had cast its shadow over the prince. Yes, exactly. You are right. Next question. Who offered Meghavahana the throne upon his return? Can you recall? Here is the answer. The ministers of Kashmir court offered him the throne upon his return. Yes, children, you have done a great, wonderful job. Now, we are recalling through riddles the new words which you learnt in the previous class. Yes, we are coming into riddles time now. Your time starts now. Just think and answer. I am a small weapon reinforced of wood and metal shaft used in traditional wars. So, question is, who am I? Who am I? Mace. Yes, exactly. Your answer is correct. Yes, now we are moving on to next question. I am the supreme ruler, especially a monarch. So, who am I? Answer is sovereign. Yes, you are 100% correct. We are moving on to next question. I am a light umbrella which gives shade and protects from intensive sun. So, who am I? The answer is parasol. Exactly, children. Now, we are coming into next question. I am the journey or voyage undertaken by a group of people with a particular aim. So, who am I? The answer is an expedition. Exactly. You are 100% correct. Yes, you have done a great job. Means you have recalled everything and you have not forgotten. Yes, children, you have done a wonderful job. Keep it up. Next, we are moving on to our original, the thing which we want to go for or learn today. What is that? Our second session of the lesson, Heavenly Parasol. Yes, we are going to our lesson. Please, children, take your textbooks, page number 3 onwards, and we will have a model reading. Okay, you please join with me in silently in your houses. Okay, stop, cried the king, shocked at the sight. You wretch, you dare to threaten another's life in my realm? The barbarian dropped his sword in terror and fell on his knees before the king. Oh, noble one, have mercy. I am the leader of a troop of barbarians that live in this hood. My little son has fallen prey to some disease and is on his deathbed. If I kill this man, the gods will be pleased and save my son's life. If you prevent this sacrifice, my son dies and the rest of my troop will give up their lives with him. The king glanced towards a bundle on the temple porch and presumed it to be the sacrificed boy. His heart was torn with confusion and compassion. This man whom you desire to protect, continued the barbarian, was wandering about alone and friendless in the forest. Is he of more value to you than this child with whom many persons are connected? The victim sat crying on the ground, a look of terror on his face. Tears fell from the barbarian's eyes. Sir, tell me what to do, he cried. I cannot see my son suffer this way. The king spoke firmly. Do not be distressed. I will save your son as well as this victim. I offer my body in sacrifice to Chandika. Kill me, oh barbarian. May these two persons live. The barbarian, struggling between incredulity and fear, took a step backwards. Sir, you are the king. Your life should be protected at all times. Do not pity this victim. Let him die. His life is of no significance. The king shook his head impatiently. If I can use my body to stop a killing, why should I not? Do not speak another word. Kill me. The barbarian hung his head and made no move to take his sword. If you cannot bring yourself to strike at me, I will use my own sword for the purpose. So saying, the king drew out his sword. The barbarian and the victim watched in horror. As Meghavahana was about to strike himself, his head was covered with divine flowers of exquisite color and perfume, and someone held back his arm. The king whirled around in surprise and beheld a person of heavenly appearance. Then he realized that the barbarian, the victim, and the ailing boy had vanished. A divine being addressed the bewildered king. I am Varuna, the lord of the seas. I have come to reclaim my parasol that was carried away from my town by the powerful Bhauma, the father of your father-in-law. It has powers to quell calamities in my land. I created this illusion to test your nobility of mind. You are truly compassionate and noble. Meghavahana bowed before the divine being and returned the parasol reverently to him. Then he asked hesitantly, O Lord, encouraged by your praise, I wish to ask for a boon. I need help to cross the waters so that I may conquer the island. Varuna smiled, so be it. When you desire to cross the ocean, I will pull away the water. Then he disappeared with the parasol. The following day, Meghavahana assembled his troops on the shore. The waters swelled and crashed on the sand, and the soldiers trembled at its might. Meghavahana rode forward and flung into the foaming ocean. All at once the waters parted, and the king, smiling at his troops' astonishment, beckoned them to follow him. In this wondrous manner, Meghavahana reached Lanka and won over its king Vibhishana in the form of friendship. On returning home, Amritaprabha welcomed him and then looked around in confusion. Where is the parasol, my lord? She asked. It never leaves your side. It was never mine to keep, he answered. Yet the mark of favour shown to me by its divine owner will guide me through my life. As he spoke, the skies darkened as if the parasol was casting its shadow over him, even from its heavenly abode. Yes, children, we have completed our lesson. Now we are moving on to new words of this lesson, what we have read so far. Yes, we are coming into the new words. See there, the first word is weary. That means tired. You can see a picture. What the boy is doing, see? What's wrong with you, Ram? So, if you ask him what he says, I became weary and strained after the long run. We are moving on to new word, that is slain. Slain means kill violently. So, many do that. See, here is a person. See there, what's wrong with you? He is asking you, he is coming to kill violently. Whom? See there the sentence. T-shirts were being sold to raise money for the families of the victims who were slain, who were killed violently. So, this picture is showing the killing of persons violently. Okay, we are moving on to next meaning, that is agitation. What is the meaning of that? Disturbed state of mind. See what happened. See there, the man is walking. So, when we ask, what's wrong with you? What he says? I was totally in the state of agitation. So, what happened? So, I couldn't realize how far I have walked. So, he couldn't realize how far he has walked. Now, we are moving on to next meaning. What is that next meaning? See there, brandish. So, display or show. What is that picture? See the boy with the sword. What's that? I could see a little boy brandishing his sword. So, what is he doing? He is showing or displaying his sword. We are moving on to next word, barbarian, primitive or coarse or cruel human being. You can see these persons in the olden days. What's that picture there? I could see a group of barbarians dancing around the fire. We are moving on to another word, victim, living creature killed and offered as religious sacrifice. You see there the picture? What is that? Can you see? What's that? Many infants became the victims of religious sacrifice for the blind beliefs. Yes, many were killed. We are moving on to another word, cringe. Move back or lower one's body in fear. So, when you get afraid, what happens? You cringe your body. See there? The girl, what she is doing? See? What's wrong with her? She cringed herself in fear while addressing on the stage. Some have the stage fear. So, they cringe their body. Okay, next we are moving on to another word, incredulity, showing disbelief. So, you are not able to believe. So, what is that? See there? The person is looking at something. What's that? I was totally in the state of incredulity when I saw the aliens landing. We are moving on to another word, children, that is vanished. So, vanished means disappeared. See there, the god Shiva, what he is doing? God Shiva blessed the family and vanished. Vanished means disappeared. These are the words, children, we learned today for this session. Well done, children. Yeah, I think you all understood these new words. Now, we are moving on to another comprehension activity of this lesson. Let us see the highlights of this lesson. First is the king's dilemma. The king is having dilemma. When I was going through the lesson, I think you too understood there was a state of dilemma, confusion between what? See, a humble request of a troop of barbarians leader and his son has fallen prey to a rare disease. What the request was? He is requesting to the king that his son is suffering from a disease, rare disease, and if that leader sacrifices that stranger, God would please and save his son's life. Okay. So, he wanted to sacrifice the stranger. The person who was victim has no one is more important or the child with whom many are connected. Now, the dilemma starts with the king is whether to save the boy or whether to save the stranger. Because if he supports one will be dying. The child will die of the disease or the stranger will die. So, the dilemma between whether to save this or that. Now, we are moving on to another one, that is king's observation. That point itself says that king is observing these things. What is that? The victim's terror on his face. So, here whom they have taken as the victim means to the sacrifice, that person's face is fully afraid of because he is going to be killed, is it not? Next, tears fell from barbarian's eyes too. See, another father is though he is a barbarian, he is a father. Automatically what happens? A child matters a lot for his father. So, even he is crying. Now, what the king has to do? See there, what next? See, king's incredible decision. What will be your decision if you are in that state? Can you think? See the king's incredible decision. What he decides? See, the king decided to offer his body in sacrifice to Chandika. Who will do this? An amazing person, is it not? So, the king himself decided to offer his own body. Now, let both the persons live. What was his intention? He wanted both of them to live. Next, a king's life should always be protected. Yes, a king is the complete sovereign of the whole kingdom. So that person has to be protected first. Yes, when the barbarian hung his head and made no movement, what happened? Did he come to kill the king as the king said, kill me? No. What happened next? See there, what happened? When the king himself drew his sword out. So what he wanted to do? His head was, he wanted to kill himself. His head was covered with divine flowers. As soon as he took out the sword, his head was covered with divine flowers. Yes, what a blessing, no? Yes, his arm was held back and a heavenly appearance person stood before him. So a person who looks very divine, holy, that person was standing before him. Varuna, the lord of seas, was before him. Who was that divinely person? He was none other than Varuna, the lord of seas. He himself was there. Varuna appreciated king's nobility. See, this is the nobility, the compassion he had for his kingdom people, is it not? See, some might neglect, some being the king, who will come to give the life for a common man. See, this nobility was appreciated by Varuna and blessed him with a boon and took back his parasol. So why Varuna has come there? To take his parasol back. So this is how we end up with our highlights. I think you all understood the lesson. Children, please read this quote. The unprepared mind cannot see the outstretched hand of opportunity. By whom? Alexander Fleming. Yes, children. Why we are taking Alexander Fleming here? Please go to page number 9. What do you see there? You have a reading activity. Okay, we are coming into reading activity now, children. See there. What is that? You can see a person is doing his farming. There was a poor Scottish farmer. His name was Fleming. As he was eke out a living for his family, he heard a cry for help from a nearby bog. Okay. Now see, the boy was terrified and struggling to free himself. What happened? Farmer Fleming saved the lad from terrifying death. Now you see what happens? You can see two persons. The first person whom you saw was, next day a nobleman came and said, I want to repay you. You have saved my son's life. So this nobleman is coming and telling, you have saved my son's life. Now what the farmer says, no, I can't accept payment for what I did, replied the farmer. Now as he saw the boy near the door, is that your son? I will make a deal with you. Let me take him and give him a good education, said the nobleman. The farmer Fleming's son graduated from St. Mary's Medical School in London and went on to become a well-known person for the whole world. Yes, see there. That noted well-known person, biologist, is none other than Sir Alexander Fleming, the discoverer of penicillin. Yes, children, see, the nobleman was Randolph Churchill, Lord Randolph Churchill, and the nobleman's son was Sir Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So now we understood the reading part of the text. Okay, now we are going into the activity in detail. See there, the activity. First question, I have given you to the homework so that you can refer the dictionary and find out the meanings of those new words. Here you are coming with the second activity part. Okay. Farmer Fleming saved the boy from death. X. Next question. What was the deal the nobleman made with the farmer Fleming? He would educate the farmer's son. Yes, he would educate the farmer's son. Next question, children. Farmer Fleming's son graduated from? Are you finding in the answers in that particular activity? See, St. Mary's Hospital, Medical School, London. Yes. Next question. Who was Farmer Fleming's son? Who was Farmer Fleming's son? Who was the son? See there. The Farmer Fleming's son was Sir Alexander Fleming. Sir Alexander Fleming. Next, children, we are moving on to another activity. Fill the missing letters in the adjectives. You have to fill the missing letters. The character of a person who always remains calm and poised. Okay, can you guess the word? See, here is the answer. The answer is composed. Okay, next one. The character of a person who is concerned too much with his own needs or wishes. Who is that person? Many are like this, is it not? Selfish. Next question. The character of a person which is compared to a fox. Okay. Fox, you usually get the word. Yes, exactly. Cunning. Next, the fourth question. The character of a person who is careful and precise in everything. Who is that person? Meticulous. Okay. Next question. The character of a person who exhibits very strong emotions or intense enthusiasm for something. What is that person? Fill the blanks there. Okay. He is the passionate. He is very passionate for everything. Yes, children. You are completed with the activity part. Now we are coming to the home assignment part. Yes, first question is, why did the barbarian want to kill an innocent man? Second question, what happened when Meghavahana was about to strike himself? Next question, how did Varuna, the lord of the seas, test Meghavahana's nobility of mind? Yes, fourth one, complete the activity number 3 and fill the blanks with appropriate prepositions. And last one, find the meaning of the following words. So, I have mentioned you there, bog, lad, hovel, muck, sparse, pneumonia. Okay, all these are for your home assignment. Please sit and work out. So, and try to complete everything and send it to your class teachers or subject teachers. Okay, children, I hope you all enjoyed my class. Please take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.